Probably hurt to blame on that one.
I think it hurts to blame.
Yeah.
I hate to say it.
Yeah, it's amazing. But we got Bootleg and Squidplumber. Looks like we got the Byleth versus the Richter here.
Now this is a matchup. This is the kind of matchup you see like when you leave the game idle for too long. It just starts playing like random stuff. We've got Simon Richter versus the dear Byleth. So obviously your first thoughts go to, okay, is Byleth going to get heavily, or are both of these players going to get heavily punished off stage and abused by a lot of these recoveries? That tether going to do a lot to keep them safe on these kind of arced projectiles, but we'll see how long that lasts. Squidplumber, obviously no joke. Someone who I would go as far to say is kind of a household name.
Yeah, I mean, one of the best, if not the best, Simon and Richter, especially here in the States, just really consistent with these results, has been getting great results as of recently, too. And honestly, with a character that is not easy to play, Simon and Richter, one of the most technical characters in the game. You can angle your forward air and back air up and down. You don't have a lot of activity on your moves, but you do have quite a bit of range. Something similar to something like a Sephiroth, right? Byleth is another character. You got quite a lot of mid-range, but not a lot of activity. But I think for Byleth, you're kind of outranged just a tad bit here, so it's going to be a little difficult to get in, but you really want to make it count off stage versus Simon Richter, right? Very poor recoveries here, and this is a disgusting angle. Can you get the, you get the angled up back air. Great stuff from Squidplumber.
You have to be very, very careful with how, like, I wouldn't say Byleth is like hypermobile off stage, as in they can't like mix up their verticality very quickly. But what they can do is, like you were saying, go for those disgusting angles. And with Simon and Richter having such a binary, they can mix up a little bit, but a lot of it is quite binary. You know the angles they're going to be coming from because you strip those options away, right? So that's going to be the game plan. How many resources can you take away from Squidplumber so you can make them bleed?
Yeah, and the thing with Squidplumber too, going to be getting a lot of those paychecks on the ledge here. That's the name of the game here for Richter, one of the best ledge trapping characters in the game. You can set up that holy water, which is so good, especially if you can get certain call-outs. If you're able to hit that angle down forward smash, which we have seen Squidplumber go for about once or twice so far in this game, you can get so much mileage. And of course, if you want to play it safe, you got the forward tilt on reaction. Oh, there it is, angled up, trying to catch the ledge jump there. Squidplumber keeping the center stage, though.
So keep an eye on, it goes a little bit too far to carry on, but keep an eye on Bootleg as they do run off stage. Like I said, it's about stripping away resources from Squidplumber when you get them off. So often you'll see them going for the neutral B to force them to go low so that they can then start cooking. You want to take away options, you want to force them into one direction so that you can leave a trap for them. But it's not looking too sweet right now, as 142 on the brink of death is dear Bootleg, but it's not coming yet, Charles.
30% here. Don't want to take too much damage if your Squidplumber does get caught, but sometimes you actually want to get hit by the holy water on purpose to get back to the ledge here. 175% the up air. No, again, you got to be so precise. That ain't cloud up air.
Certainly ain't, but great knowledge from Bootleg to be able to avoid that and even read it in the first place.
Yeah, 181, that is no joke. I mean, great survivability coming out from Bootleg. Going to be the real reason why Bootleg has such a great lead coming into this last stock here, but we'll see if Squidplumber can bring it back. I mean, Bootleg has been doing such a good job of holding onto this lead, going off stage and really getting these stocks early, right?
Yeah, let's find out. Honestly, it could just be one opening is all Squidplumber needs. Again, they are a household name, but Bootleg's looking so consistent right now, just needs to buy a little bit of ground as we are pushing it all the way. Grabs the holy water, wasn't quite ready, but again, they're forcing them into a very specific scenario so they can find that up air, they can't find those punishes, and using the holy water is a fantastic option. It's sour at the hilt, but my goodness, it tasted sweet on the tongue as we are going for the run back, but not going to work twice.
Okay, charge up the arrow. Can you make it back to stage? Swinging low, Tarzan straight back to the stage here. Sets up the reverse cross. Going to be able to get back on the stage. That was so huge. Great reverse cross, but the cross. Again, these crosses are coming back, and I mean, Squidplumber investing into these crosses is the best thing he's ever done.
Fantastic work coming out as we are sent off to the side. There's the snipe! Bootleg, my goodness, that looked premium to me, fella.
Great stuff right there, and Squidplumber just really wanting to fast wall and get back to the ledge as fast as possible, but it was Bootleg that was lining it up. Couple steps ahead here, great stuff. And just like that, I mean, that was such a good punish coming out from Bootleg, and what a game one. This definitely feels like the closest set so far.
Yeah, man.
Really excited on this one.
I'm ready. Could go either way. Curious where we are going stage. We're going to go to Smashville this time around. I do think I do want to see. I do want to see what we're playing with here. I think a little bit more versatile in terms of the platforms. I'm not sure what the main difference is going to be. I'm not sure what Squidplumber's looking for, but definitely they've got something.
If it's Town, then Squidplumber wants more space. If it's Smashville, then Squidplumber wants less space.
Yep.
I think this is a great stage for this matchup here. You're just going to reduce the amount of space onto the stage here. That center stage is going to be so important to control, especially if you are the projectile character, right? Just gives you that ceiling, makes it a little harder to get around some of these avenues of approach. Like really standing on there in forward tilting. But Bootleg is already starting this thing off really well.
Really, really strong. Just keeping the pressure on, just always floating in this sort of engaged space. They always have a burst option as the back air comes through, utilizing that middle platform very well as Squidplumber trying to find a way back in. There's the setup. As we do get that Holy Fire burning, but great maneuverability coming out from Bootleg just to avoid everything that Squidplumber is throwing out.
Yeah, and that Holy Fire, not an easy angle to actually line up. If you have to get it very specifically where it hits the ledge, but it goes off the ledge, but you still need it to detonate onto the stage. So a very specific angle to get that specific Holy Fire, but of course, Squidplumber, a professional.
Exactly, not their first rodeo, let me tell you. 141 on the Richter as we do set up a little bit of a trap right here. Going to see what's coming as...
Wanted the big hit, but it's the big reversal that hits Squidplumber in the face. Bootleg, incredible defense and incredible punish to go ahead and start this game number 2. And if you want to see a game 3, you better start cheering for Squidplumber.
I know, we're going to need some energy coming out here as they do fall out of the jab. This is going to give
the
Squidplumber an opening.
Oh my God.
Double kick, I did love it, but they just barely break out of it as platforms are coming. We can see setting up a little bit of a jump read there, but not going to come through. Honestly, it just feels like Bootleg is a couple frames ahead every single time.
And I mean, honestly, it's the stock survivability, 156%. Bootleg able to, and this is not an easy task. Getting from out of that position, that game state is not easy, and Bootleg is doing it seamlessly almost every single time.
Yeah, let's not undersell that. That is nuts. The timing on every single get-up option is just flawless as we do get Squidplumber clawing it back. We're going to see if they can take this advantage and run with it. And honestly, blink and you'll miss it, Charles. I could definitely see it happening.
Yeah, and I mean, we did see the axe snipe from Squidplumber to even things out, but it is 100% already on Squidplumber. Got to really watch it. At these higher percents, you get hit so far off stage, and that wasn't even the sweet spot on that forward smash, and was able to clean things up. That side special off stage with Byleth going to cover a huge area off stage. Not a lot of area, or not a lot of space to work with. Oh my goodness!
This could really be the nail in the coffin for Squidplumber here. Honestly, we're going to need to see some real adaptation and frankly just some real, I want to say, stoicness coming out right here because Bootleg is just bobbing and weaving and frankly dancing on Squidplumber.
Okay, out of shield here. Border's not going to connect, and there is the neutral B chipping on as much damage as possible, and going to be space with these forward smashes. They're going to be safe if it hits the shield.
So the arm pressure is on, not going directly for an aggressive option there, instead trying to mix it up, but Bootleg is already wise to it as the kick coming through.
Okay, not going to get the DI in to convert into the up B. Up B that high, I don't know if it would have been enough, but nonetheless, Squidplumber getting to work here, getting the lead trap started, going to catch the high recovery, but to the center platform, and honestly, Bootleg using the counter pick very well, just going for a ledge jump and having that center platform to reset on.
It is so useful as, can't find it there as great reactions coming out, was just a panic button, didn't need to find the kill there, but instead there's the double slap.
Yeah, that first forward tilt put out a little too late, wasn't able to get the frame trap on the air dodge there. Again, look at Bootleg, 170% getting off the ledge multiple times. Squidplumber really needs to find this second stock.
It's desperate, but honestly, these crosses, these holy fires, finally we're going to find one. We've been searching desperately, and alas, it's finally there as the confirm comes through. It's meaty. That was a substantial upset from Bootleg, and that was consistent. Look at him go. Pump him for me, son. Come on.
Great recognition there from Bootleg, getting the up special and also catching the out DI with the back air there. And of course, the DI in can get hit with down air, so a bunch of different mix-ups that can happen within that conversion in itself. So great stuff to Bootleg, really impressive. And honestly, being able to get off the ledge that easily against Squidplumber, that, again, I just really need to point out, that was the backbone of why Bootleg was able to get the 2-all on Squidplumber. Honestly, I thought that was